So the government has really equipped us for our mandate. Yes.
Now, are your coordinators in the area councils living up to expectations?
Oh, yes, they are. We have coordinators, we have VTCs, that's vocational training centers, in all the 6 area councils of the FCT. And our coordinators are doing very well. Our vocational centers are thriving. In fact, we need even more space for expansion because there's a greater awareness for the development of skills, and people are really taking advantage of the kind of services we provide. Like we teach skills in woodwork, in electrical electronics installation, in vocational agriculture, metal works, auto mechanics, piping, plumbing, building, and even secretarial studies, apart from ICT.
I believe there's no success story without challenges. What are those challenges the department is being confronted with at the moment?
Yes, we do have challenges because when we train these young people, they are usually faced with the problem of not having starter packs to start off the business or the skill they have learned. So we'll appreciate it if government can support us in helping us to ensure that these young people are properly equipped to carry out the trade or the skill. The starter packs, and we also need our centers to be better equipped. We need more sewing machines, we need more machinery for the different skills we enhance or we train people. The department is actually engaged in doing a lot of things, and we need more exposure by the media to let the public know the kind of things we do. We deal with we've been able to reduce the number of out of school children. We've been able to help the unskilled migrants learn a skill or the other. We've been able to help the young unlettered youth to acquire some education, and we've been able to engage our unemployed youth and even women in learning and getting those sustainable skills to sustain their lives. And I think we're helping to pilot the Renewable Agenda of President Ahmed Tinubu. We'll be grateful if the minister can establish more youth development centers, skill centers for us, because a growing number of our youth really need to be engaged. We also have our university graduates. They are graduated in different spheres of life, but they are not meaningfully engaged. You can imagine some. The Honorable Minister of the FCT is actually doing a lot by equipping us for the kind of work we do. He's been able to also renovate some of our schools and establishments. We are grateful to him, and we're also praying that he'll do more. We appreciate him.
Finally, you appeal to FCT residents.
I also want to appeal to all FCT residents to take advantage of the kind of service we render. We have even elderly people that would have wished they had gone to school. Our centers are open for them to receive some basic literacy. By the time they are with us for 3, 6, 9 months, they'll be able to read and write. I promise them that, no matter their age. And then the women, the housewives, if they are at home doing nothing, they can come to our women's center as well. They can learn soft skills on baking, on sewing, and different things. So there's a lot we are doing.
It's indeed a pleasure having you on Focus on FCT. I do appreciate it.
Thank you so much. Yeah.
Residents of the Federal Capital Territory are hereby alerted to the activities of scavengers, also known as Babambola, which security agencies have identified as a high-level security threat to not only the residents, but also to our infrastructure as they perpetrate petty stealing and acts of vandalism on public utilities. More so, they are drug peddlers, serve as spies to terrorist elements, and are ready-made tools for the public disturbances during which they attack people with dangerous weapons. The Federal Capital Territory Administration therefore reiterates that the ban on scavengers, aka Babambula, operating within the Federal Capital City is still in force. These miscreants are advised to stay off the streets of the Federal Capital City for their own good, as defaulters will be apprehended and prosecuted, including parents of underage children involved in these practices. Relevant agencies are carrying out enforcement of this ban as stipulated. Be law-abiding always. Let's together build the FCT of our dreams. Management announcer.
That was quite insightful and commendable. Up next is a review of FCTA activities for the past week.
The project termed City Walk Abuja project is designed to be a replica of the Dubai iconic City Walk. It is also expected to serve as a flagship development project in the nation's capital. At a symbolic signing ceremony attended by the FCTA top officials and investors, FCT Minister Nyesom Wike discloses that the era of land speculation in the FCT is gone for good, reiterating the readiness of his administration to partner genuine investors. The minister, however, knows that the project, spanning more than 200 hectares of Abuja Technology Village, is a model similar to what is obtainable in Dubai, emphasizing that the first phase will be delivered by May 2026, marking the third anniversary of President Bola Tinubu's administration.
And I wish to say that they have submitted their drawings, and their drawings have been approved, and their CFO is ready. But we have to sign an agreement that if you don't comply within so and so time, then we have the right to revoke, because we are not going to just give you a CFO to say we are giving you land and then nothing happens.
The executive director of the company, Dr. Kasim Gidado, commends the minister's commitment and assures of his firm's readiness to make a mark in the nation's capital city development that will have enormous impact on the lives of the citizenry.
We've gone back to drawing board and make sure that we made all the necessary preparations. And I'm so pleased that you mentioned in your remarks that you have already visited the Dubai City Walk, and you have also seen our capacity in terms of the ability to promote investors to Nigeria under the NAGCC, which, as I said earlier, the president of NAGCC is here with us.
High point of the event was the handing over of the certificate of occupancy to the leadership of the firm and the exchange of agreements signed by the two parties. This event was put together by the FCT Department of Mass Education to commemorate the 2025 World Youth Skills Day. With the theme Youth Empowerment Through AI and Digital Skills, the students display their innovative skills and creative works.
In practical terms, learned basically to compose, like make things using through the use of digital skills. Okay, breakdown from our school, we basically do robotics.
We want to be a caterer because that's why I choose to go for catering. And our director that directs us for education, she's very good, and I learned something from it.
Representative of the Mandate Secretary and FCTA Permanent Secretary for Education, Joy Okiki, reaffirmed the administration's resolve to prioritize skills development among the youth through funding, policy guidelines, and infrastructure provisions.
Be diligent, be persistent. The skills you acquire are your tools to build the future you desire. Embrace the challenges, learn actively, and network with each other. Your success is our own success too.
Policy makers, educators, and other critical stakeholders at the event harp on the need to empower young people with requisite skills for self-reliance, leveraging on the rapid technological advancement.
This event is a testament to the potential resilience and critical role our youth play in the shaping of our society.
The World Youth Skills Day is commemorated annually by the United Nations on the 15th July to highlight the significance of equipping young minds with skills for employment.
Mr. President has always given us support, and that is why we're able to achieve what we're achieving. I said sometimes somewhere, and for those of you who say that we sell their houses for not paying their grand rent, see the value, see the product of paying your grand rent. If you don't pay, nobody will provide this infrastructure, because the only thing the city has is just to collect tax. It's just to collect tax. And I've said before, people say Abuja is rich. How are they rich? What Abuja collects from the federation account is 1% of what they give to federal government every month. So assuming that federal government gets 800 billion every month, 1% of 800 billion is 8 billion naira. And that 8 billion naira is not enough to pay salaries. Our salary today is not less than 13 billion because of the minimum wage increase. So, if we only depend on 1% of what the federal government gets every month, it means that we can't even pay salary, not to talk about carrying out infrastructure. And that's why we are very aggressive to say, you cannot be enjoying this free of charge. You have to pay.
Residents of the Federal Capital Territory are hereby alerted to the activities of scavengers, also known as Babambula, which security agencies have identified as a high-level security threat to not only the residents but also to our infrastructure, as they perpetrate petty stealing and acts of vandalism on public utilities. More so, they are drug peddlers, serve as spies to terrorist elements, and are ready-made tools for the public disturbances during which they attack people with dangerous weapons. The Federal Capital Territory Administration therefore reiterates that the ban on scavengers, aka Babambula, operating within the Federal Capital City is still in force. These miscreants are advised to stay off the streets of the Federal Capital City for their own good, as defaulters will be apprehended and prosecuted, including parents of underage children involved in these practices. Relevant agencies are carrying out enforcement of this ban as stipulated. Be law-abiding always. Let's together build the FCT of our dreams. Management announcer.
This is where we call it a day on the program this week. Keep a date with us next week, same time, same station. Be vigilant and report suspicious activities around you. Goodbye.
Nigerian music has indeed come a long way. thanks to those who weather the storm to create the pathway. Kayode Fashola led one of the most popular music bands of the 70s, Music Makers, playing local sounds with rich tunes. Singer, writer, sculptor, and inventor Sir Victor Waifu is famous for many hits. Among this is Guitar Boy, a song where he claimed to have had a personal encounter with a water goddess at the Bar Beach in Lagos.
If you see mommy water, if you see mommy water, never, never you run away. Hey, hey, sing a song of love, sweet melody.
Fela Anikulapo Kuti needs no introduction. Simply put, this multi-instrumentalist, musician and composer is said to be the pioneer of the Afrobeat genre. He was referred to as Africa's most challenging and charismatic music performers.
Waiting they find Palava, he could get you. Oh, Palava.
Singer turned evangelist turned politician Christopher Ogenebriorie Okotie, popularly known as Chris Okotie, had an impressive time as a recording artist.
I need someone living in my heart. I need someone in my love.
While Effie Edna Ogoli's tunes were both exciting and instructive.
Ooh, yeah. I wish you happy birthday. Ooh, yeah. Very, very many happy returns.
The rainmaker Majek Fashek, who died in June 2020, sent down not just the rains, but great songs.
I'm a hungry man, and I don't wanna be hungry. You send down the rain to water up my seed. Send down the rain. You send down the rain.
Sweet Mother, a song recorded by Prince Nico Mbaga, is recognized as one of Africa's greatest songs. The 1976 piece, which has sold over 13 million copies, is called Africa's Anthem by many and voted Africa's favorite song by the BBC listeners and readers.
Sweet mother, I no go forget you for the suffer where you suffer for me. Yeah.
The rumba styling master was another rave-making reggae artist in the 80s until his death in 2018. This single was part of the Under Pressure album and made headlines for many years.
Some play reggae, some play calico, some play reggae, some play disco. But now this one is a rumba style, yeah, rumba style. This a one a rumba.
Nigeria's Lady of Songs, Chrissy Essien Igbokwe, is one whose music crossed tribal lines, as she is a multi-linguist. Sheunrere rocked airwaves and won many hearts. She is also popular for her role as Akpeno in The New Masquerade. With a unique Afro-Western blend, Mike Okri creates lyrics that are poetic, rich, and for his fans, healing. He calls his style Afro Mystic Soul.
Time na money, time na money, eh. Time na money. Make you use your time well. No waka waka, no gossip gossip, no spoil another man.
With a broad range of music styles, rock, funk, soul, and folklore, Bongo's Ikwe thrilled different music audiences from the 1980s. Cockcrow at Dawn is one hit single which remains evergreen and was the signature tune for the popular NTA series of the same name. In 2010, he reproduced the track for the film Inali, produced by his daughter Jessica.
Yeah, the traffic never jams. Don't cost much to buy some yams, and the neighbors say hello. And we strive to pull you up from down below. You can even hear the sound of the cockcrow at dawn.
The program is In and Around. In and Around is an educative and enlightenment program that showcases lifestyle, arts, music, culture, and anything of unique interest. Watch In and Around. Don't miss it. Are you searching for a space to ignite your creativity? NTA Lagos Channel 10 Studio provides the answer. Our studio is spacious and fully equipped with modern broadcasting equipment suitable for your programs and competitions. For recording and production of kiddies programs, spelling bee competitions, participatory rehearsals, programs and live performances, NTA Lagos Channel 10 Studio provides the ideal environment to bring your vision to life. Our team of professionals are dedicated to help you achieve your goals, provide expert guidance, and support every step of the way. Contact us today to book your session at an affordable and discounted rate and let your creativity shine. For more inquiries, please call the following numbers: 0816-008-7357, 006-286-9030, and 0812-324-5519. NTA Lagos Channel 10 Studio, where creativity meets excellence.
NTA 10, station for excellence.
Yeah, yeah, me lajú kalẹ̀, má nà gẹ̀rẹ̀ má fojú sílẹ̀, rọra ṣe kó farabalẹ̀. Mo ní ṣọ́ra ẹ̀, má sùn ẹgbẹ́ kó lajú kalẹ̀, má nà gẹ̀rẹ̀ má fojú sílẹ̀, rọra ṣe kó farabalẹ̀. Lọ́kùnrin lóbìnrin ẹgbẹ́ rálẹ̀, ẹ dìde má ṣọ̀lẹ kọjọ́ tó pẹ́. Èkó ní gbàgbàkúgbà, Èkó tí ó lè dìbàjẹ́.
Ẹ̀yin ọmọ, ẹ̀gbọ́n tí òbí ń sọ, ó ṣe pàtàkì.
Good evening and welcome to the news. My name is Deborah Akengbe Agbola. Federal government has launched a revised National Employment Policy 2025. Minister of Labor and Employment Mohammed Meidegeri Dingyadi says the policy offers a strategic framework to harness job opportunities in emerging sectors such as digital technology, the green and blue economy, and the creative industry. Joseph Otsen has the report.
The revised National Employment Policy NEP 2025 is in response to the shifting trends in the global labor market driven by digital transformation and climate change. A shift demanding new jobs to stand the test of time. But beyond creating opportunities, the policy sets clear guidelines to ensure that these new jobs promote decent work.
Targeted strategies to address employment challenges across multiple dimensions. It empowers the National Employment Council and its secretariat to function as a robust intersectoral mechanism for monitoring, evaluation, and alignment of efforts.
Carry the laborers or the labor unions along, because with the renewable energy, a lot of people will change their work because things are changing and things are also evolving.
The International Labour Organization commends the initiative, highlighting its focus on inclusivity, closing the skill gaps, and enhancing stakeholders' collaboration to create sustainable employment.
Varying conditions of employment dynamics, including unemployment, underemployment, skills mismatches, and gaps exist in Nigeria, and it is believed that this policy will provide the platform and leeway for addressing majority of these labor market challenges.
A key feature of the reverse policy is the emphasis on need-based technical and vocational education, seen as a vital pathway to tackling unemployment and building a skilled workforce. In Abuja, Joseph Otsen, NTA News.
The Lagos State government has restated its commitment to fostering inclusive economic growth, emphasizing the crucial role of cooperatives in promoting shared prosperity across communities. Speaking at the 2025 International Day of Cooperatives celebration, the Commissioner for Commerce, Cooperatives, Trade and Investment, Folashade Ambrose, highlighted the significance of cooperatives as a key drive of the state's economic resilience agenda. Joy Ken Abakweya has the report.
In Lagos, cooperatives are not just about businesses, they are lifelines, lifting families out of poverty and building resilient communities. For thousands of Lagosians, the support system has been life-changing, providing access to microloans, business training, and community solidarity.
As a movement, we have grown in strength and impact, touching lives across sectors, from access to affordable finance for trade, education, and housing to agriculture, entrepreneurship, and trade. Through unity and shared responsibility, we have continued to demonstrate that cooperatives are effective vehicles for poverty alleviation and economic resilience.
The inclusion that happens in cooperative world, there is nothing you cannot achieve. You can achieve all in life concerning your financial world.
Celebrating the International Day of Cooperatives, the Lagos State Government insists it is determined to sustain cooperatives as a tool for economic inclusion and social transformation.
We provide a moratorium of 6 months, and it's important that we also make sure that we provide support. So we're also going to support with them being able to run this and utilize the funds, and it's going to be domiciled in a bank. And so today is really about sharing that. It's also about trying to ensure that we also celebrate the successes. So we're also having an award, an MSME award. We're celebrating those that demonstrate the right ethos and principles and values of what a real and really fully functioning cooperative should be about by way of governance.
Dr. Lamide Okulaja is the guest speaker at the event. He calls for active participation in government programs designed to scale up businesses and boost collective prosperity. The event also recognized outstanding contributions from cooperative leaders, reinforcing the crucial role they play in building a prosperous Lagos. In Lagos, Joy Ken Abakuya, NTA News.
It was another exciting moment for lactating mothers across Lagos as they converged in NTA premises earlier today for the annual Breastfeeding Week event organized by the Station of Excellence, NTA Lagos Channel 10. Yabo Waleri, who witnessed the fun-filled event, reports that this year's event was in collaboration with Lions Club Yaba District 404. Here are the sights and sounds of that report.
Put your hands together. Baby. 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 Baby.
Now let's take a break now. More reports when we return. Please don't go away.
Chief, you are welcome. Oh, this people says, oh, thank God, the light is back. Again.
Why are you still living in the past? Have you not heard of solar?
Chief, forget all these fake products in the market.
Don't get mad. Get Bifrost and Zantres American solar battery and panel. It is the original Indian product in the market. Approved by Sun. Bifrost and Zantres America. Tubular battery. They have super inverter, Zantres MPPT controller, and street light. For church, offices, factories, mosque, hospital, even industries. Visit Easy Blessed Nigeria Limited, head office, Easy Blessed Plaza, F10 and 11, Alaba Arago Junction, Alaba International Market. Ring them on 08036 830 557 08039 644 115. Bifrost and Zantres America. Solution to steady.
Thank you for being there. If you're just joining us, this is News at 7 on NTA Channel 10 Lagos. The United Kingdom is to return migrants to France under her new deal. Tobilola Akewande has details of this and more on Foreign News.
Some small boat migrants to France under a one-in, one-out deal. With over 25,000 arrivals this year, France will take undocumented migrants while the UK accepts legal asylum seekers with family ties. About 50 returns per week with focus on new arrivals. Critics say it's too few to deter crossing, but officials say it's part of a broader plan targeting smugglers and scams. Moving on, ceasefire and hostage talks about Israel and Hamas have stalled. Now Israeli PM Netanyahu wants full military control of Gaza and will ask a security team to back the plan. Israel's defense leaders and some families of soldiers oppose it, fearing it could endanger hostages. The Palestinian Authority is calling for global intervention. Israel's foreign minister says the aim is to end the war and free hostages, but it is unclear if the alliance with the U.S. envoy Steve Witkoff stands. That's it on Foreign News. Tobiloba Kiwande.
After to sports, let's join Olumide Eguntola.
After the success story of the country's female national teams in basketball and football, Nigeria is set to begin quest for another continental title Tuesday when the home-based senior men's team, the Chan Eagles, take on cup holder Senegal in the opening match of Group B of the 8th African Nations Championship. The coach Eric Chertuto's side strength lies in keeping pressure on the opponents until the team's goals are achieved, as exemplified in tune-up matches ahead of the championship.
We are ready to play this first game, and we try to put in this game what we worked during 4 weeks.
In basketball, sports-loving Nigerians are still commending the federal government's gestures towards the national basketball team, the Tigers, for winning the AfroBasket Championship for the 5th time, days after the Super Falcons received same package from the government for winning the WAFCON title.
If you do something great for Nigeria, we have a president who will truly appreciate you and show you something great in return. So now we must learn a lesson from this as a nation.
This is going to go a long way in encouraging a lot of girls to support sport, and the little girls' child are now beginning to embrace sports because we now have a sitting president that values the sport development. This is very encouraging. This is very inspiring. We believe that this will go a long way in encouraging the girls to embrace sports more.
In tennis, Naomi Osaka faces Elena Svitolina in a quarter-final tight match at the Montreal Open Tuesday. The head-to-head record indicates 4-3 in favor of Osaka, but both women are in form and determined. Svitolina is ranked higher and is the better player on a week-by-week basis in 2025, while Osaka is the better server and other hitter with higher ceiling. With sports updates, Olumide Eguntola, NTA News.
And that sports report concludes our package for tonight. We thank you for being there. My name is Deborah Akingbe Agbola. Up next is news in Yoruba and Ugu. Please don't go away. Good night.
Ẹ káalẹ́, ẹ kú iṣẹ́ òní. Ìròyìn ló ń dé sétí ìgbọ́yín láti ilé-iṣẹ́ amóhùnmáwòrán ìjọba àpapọ̀ ìkànnì 10. Ọlábísí Ṣẹ́gun Àdìsá lóníròyìn yín. Ìròyìn rèé lẹ́kùnrẹ́rẹ́. Ìjọba àpapọ̀ ti ṣe ìfilọ́lẹ̀ àtúnṣe àjọ tó ń rí sí ìlànà ìgbanisíṣẹ́ ti ọdún 2025. Mínísítà tó ń rí sí ètò ìgbanisíṣẹ́ Mohammed Meigari Dingyadi ló sọ wípé ìlànà náà ti fàyè gba àwọn ọ̀nà tí ó yára láti jẹ́ kí iṣẹ́ rọrùn nípasẹ̀ ìmọ̀ ẹ̀rọ àti àwọn iṣẹ́ àtinúdá. Oníròyìn wa Joseph Otin ló sọ wípé ètò náà yànnàná gbogbo ìgbésẹ̀ tí wọ́n gbọ́dọ̀ múlò fún ìgbanisíṣẹ́. Àjọ àwọn òṣìṣẹ́ àgbáyé gbóríyìn fún ìjọba lórí ìlànà ìgbanisíṣẹ́ náà, pàápàá lórí wípé kò yọ ẹnikẹ́ni sílẹ̀, ó sì tún fààyè gba ìbáṣepọ̀ àwọn alẹ́nulọ́rọ̀ lórí iṣẹ́. Ó jẹ́ ohun ìwúrí àti ọjọ́ málegbàgbé fún àwọn abiyamọ tó ń fọ́mọ lọ́yàn káàkiri ìpínlẹ̀ Èkó bí wọ́n ṣe parapọ̀ fún àyájọ́ ọ̀sẹ̀ àwọn abiyamọ tí ilé-iṣẹ́ amóhùnmáwòrán ìjọba àpapọ̀ NTA Channel 10 gbé kalẹ̀. Oníròyìn wa Ìyábọ̀ Wálé Ẹ̀rí ló jábọ̀ wípé bí ó tilẹ̀ jẹ́ pé ojú ọjọ́ tutù látàrí òjò wẹ́líwẹ́lí, ó ní ogunlọ́gọ̀ àwọn abiyamọ ló túyáyá láti kópa tí àwọn dókítà sì ṣe àyẹ̀wò fún àwọn ọmọ wẹ́wẹ́. Ó ní akọ̀ròyìn wa sọ wípé àkòrí fún ayẹyẹ ti ọdún 2025 ní pàtàkì láti máa fún àwọn ọmọ wẹ́wẹ́ lọ́yàn. Ó sì ṣàlàyé àǹfààní tó wà nínú kí ọmọ mu ọyàn dáradára. Ó ní ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ ilé-iṣẹ́ ló ṣagbátẹrù ètò náà fún àṣeyọrí. Kò ní jù báyìí lọ fún ìròyìn ti àṣálẹ́ òní. Ọ̀kọ̀ọ̀kan láàjì ká sùn re o.
Lele son NTA Jesuton Moses Leno Otoboalum Pegonu son Tito Yode Hey for Girado now Tito Azon Dindi now Betoleto to Bo Nigeria Tame Titolo Hey O Yode to the Zedo Aito we me meeting te when you deve ye un so di doyo me o de bizo ato now Tito Azon leto to Bo Nigeria Tame ene Muhammad Marguerite Dingiadi to technology where do ya no o titolo when you de cloud temeto ayi to din na to mono azon he na to awo to wure dai na o yebe yo jojale when you de ganto o tito o mo computer le tongo mo kere azon mo me titon ko yoyo le to titon le to ayo to na to mono o yebe yin azon titon le to go Nigeria temeno so when you de ye wule awu ye ton dai na to mono ye tinto awure me na zo mo nko to ra iwa ton ko to fire pe to otogbo me mo kere to fire pe leto ayo to isi me to Joseph Osen he do ora to ya do poto ye ipo wo ye de ye pa yo titolo poto to ya to tino azon we na yi to eji kutukutu do mo no eyo de ye do mo do azon tin na ojo jale mo kere o pe to ma tin do azon le to otogbo me e wa to ya do titolo wo ye de gbonwenu na o tito azon gbe pe ayo to ton na to de ke mo do ode no leto yi lo to azon ho dalibo azon leto adabi to egbeso won yo de ewure awu o to be no leto mo kere do jojale lo su si o to holowe nu o tito he o se kimiti de wa e ko de do na o anoni na si o nu iwa na to mo do o fi no le yan pipe ano na o fi to le so pin ni mo kaka je òwe osun siropo ma na o ne pe nruru kabiosin o yopobule na o sun siropo titato eji egodo ele wa yo de o to television zo mi ton file mo di NTA Channel 10 ko to ze otito lo mi no ba ito poji do fure otito ho etan lo so o ye me yin o fi no le pre afo yo television zo mi ton file to egbe na to mo do yi wa ba yi onu yin asaloton je to egbe ji o ye be pe afolole wa yi o de be nu wa to titolo me povo mo kere o ya inu mo mele we wa yi bo ye so yo me na le o me yi o vino e ko na no vi tele ganji bo e vi lo le so yin de do sinsin hu gan o me aton wa yi de ni orun kan to aton de le bo yi je nu kan to holo me bo so na le to o no wa lo teme e ha fo to ja no lo ka je so to ku no sin come mi ko to do.
Anunku, Ekabo, Ndewonwo, Angmaino. The program is In and Around. In and Around is an educative and enlightenment program that showcases lifestyle, arts, music, culture, and anything of unique interest. Watch In and Around. Don't miss it.
Oga, open your fuel tank.
Hold on, please. Let me calm down.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening. Hope you've rubbed off your meter.
Oh, Oga, we no longer tamper with our fuel dispense meter because it is cheating and corruption. I will always sell fuel to all customers at the correct amount because change begins with me.
Nice one.
Yes, sir. How much, Oga?
Fill up.
This message is brought to you by the National Orientation Agency in conjunction with the Federal Ministry of Information and Culture.
Are you looking for a spacious, serene, beautiful, and comfortable environment for your event? Then
NTA Lagos Channel 10 premises is the place to be. With about 3,065 seating capacity,
NTA Lagos Channel 10 premises provides a well-secured land and car parking lot for your wedding receptions, birthday parties, religious and school activities.
Our conference hall is convenient for company annual general meetings, lectures, seminars or workshops with just 200,000 naira only.
You can use our entire space and also have your event covered with a token which will be aired on our social diary program, Mary Lane.
For more inquiries, please contact our marketing department, NTA Lagos Channel 10, Tejo Show, or call Chibuzo
on 0812-324-5519
and Gmo
on 003-830-1669.
NTA Lagos premises affordable just for you.
Are you searching for a space to ignite your creativity? NTA Lagos Channel 10 Studio provides the answer. Our studio is spacious and fully equipped with modern broadcasting equipment suitable for your programs and competitions. For recording and production of kiddies programs, spelling bee competitions, participatory rehearsals, programs and live performances, NTA Lagos Channel 10 Studio provides the ideal environment to bring your vision to life. Our team of professionals are dedicated to help you achieve your goals, provide expert guidance, and support every step of the way. Contact us today to book your session at an affordable and discounted rate and let your creativity shine. For more inquiries, please call the following numbers: 0816-008-7357, 006-286-9030, and 0812-324-5519. NTA Lagos Channel 10 Studio, where creativity meets excellence.
NTA 10, station for excellence.
life. See as we day like this sunrise. I will never leave your side. I will never ever go. I dedicate my time to you, my guy. Even if the road be rough, I don't mind. 'Cause you be my G for life.
In a noisy digital age, journaling creates a quiet space where ideas grow louder. Hello and welcome to In and Around, where creativity meets talent and every topic is a little window into something wonderful. I am Ene Hassan and I love to be in your faces every week. The program enlightens, inspires and of course entertains. Today we're diving into a powerful yet often overlooked tool that can transform the way children communicate. We're looking at journaling. In a world where screens dominate and conversations are shrinking, many kids are becoming more quieter, more reserved, and sometimes even anxious to speak up. It turns out that the real magic happens on paper. Journaling is a simple, soulful tool that is giving children a safe space to think, reflect, and grow into peaceful communicators. Yes, my guest is a seasoned educator and parenting strategist who will inspire us on journaling today. So stay tuned as we are about to uncover something that might just inspire you. Yes, you, to pick up a pen and paper too. You'll meet my guest right after this break. Don't go away.
What's your name?
Kiana Benjua.
What is confidence?
Confidence is we believe ourselves.
And what is integrity?
Integrity is doing the right thing when nobody is looking.
And what is dignity?
Dignity is respecting others and ourselves.
Good job.
Welcome back. This is In and Around, a show where creativity meets talent. If you just tuned in, we will be discussing journaling today. I have my guest with me. So join me as I make welcome Miss Nnemeyan Chinyere Apollos. She is a seasoned educator and a parenting strategist. It's a pleasure to be on the show.
Thank you for having me.
Nice. So your name, Nnemeyan Chinyere. Tell me, how does Akwa Ibom relate to Igbo?
That's why I'm Nigerian.
That's nice.
That's why I'm Nigerian.
Wow.
So we are allowed to move everywhere.
Wow. So when you move to the north now, you add Amina to your name. Okay, so today we're talking about journaling.
Yes,
Journaling.
please.
All right. So why do you think many children today struggle to express themselves confidently?
We'll look at the basic. It's something that a lot of people around here have not embraced. You know, a lot of people still struggle with it because they feel it's their diary. But it's way beyond that, because journaling is something that, if done properly, will help the child hear their voice for themselves.
Wow.
And it will be able to build that leader that we want. So we are not looking at leaders who just occupy positions.
Okay.
We are looking to have leaders who understand emotional intelligence, who started from when they were little, you know, to grow it. So we are helping to build leaders for the future. You
Wow.
know, so that's basically
So what's
what
the difference between the Dear Diary and journaling?
Yes, the Dear Diary, you are recounting. You are telling what happened. It's also beautiful. It's storytelling. But you know, when you talk about journaling in depth, you are intentional to reflect.
Okay.
And that reflection is the edge that boosts confidence, because you get to listen to yourself. So, and journaling is something you do privately. It's something
Your
that,
quiet time.
Yes, it's something that takes you away from the noise.
Yeah.
So you create a space for it. You are intentional. And that also allows reflection. So we are raising thinkers. We are raising people that think deeply, you know, ask questions. So at the end of the day, they get to that point where they discover themselves, not what people think. You know, you're not
Wow.
reacting to what someone said. You are authentic. You are yourself.
You're intentional
Y-
about
exactly.
who you want to
want
be,
to
who you
be.
are.
So that's the difference.
Wow, wow. So how does it provide that safe space for kids compared to social media or digital platforms?
You know, we can't take away technology. That's the truth. We are in that age where children need technology, but we also have to strike that balance.
Okay.
So what we do, what journaling will do, is ensure that the same way you create time for social media, you are able to create time for that silence, that
Wow.
moment when you need to reflect. And it just starts by little open-ended questions
Wow.
that will help the child discover themselves. No pressure.
Okay.
You're not the one telling the child what to
What
write.
to write? Yes, because just yesterday, my daughter is very creative. She loves to write stories. And before I left the house, I told her, I said, okay, draw a picture of the sky and trees and tell stories. And she was like, Mommy, I don't want to draw. I don't want, okay, I would draw, but I don't want to write stories. I'm like, okay, fine. But normally on her own, she can write like 3-4 pages and it will be interesting.
Yeah.
So you don't force it.
You don't force it.
Wow.
You allow them. So because the journaling, if done properly, gives the child their voice. They are able to find their voice.
Wow.
And
how can they find their voice in that quiet space?
They will, because it's something, you know, that's why we start early. When you introduce it early, what you do consistently, you know, you find that you grow in it. When you start, it looks like it's a struggle. But when you keep at it, you find that it's easy. You find your way around
Wow.
it. And you know, journaling, if done properly, exposes the child to emotions. So they are able to name their emotion.
Wow.
And when you can name something, you are able to manage it.
Yeah.
So that's where that confidence
comes
and
in.
empathy comes in. So it's a wholesome thing. It's a wholesome package, because the child grows to understand other people's emotion. So they are able to feel what those people feel, and they will be able to give space when needed.
Wow.
And they'll be able to help. So it's a problem-solving tool.
Yeah.
Because the child is able to break it down. If this person feels this way, so how do I help? So it goes beyond them. And that's why we say leaders, deep thinkers, that's who we
Wow.
want to be.
So what are some creative ways that parents and teachers can introduce journaling without making it feel like homework?
Yeah, that's the thing. You know, we go to schools to train teachers.
Okay.
I've always advocated for training the trainers.
Yeah.
And that's why I work with parents, I work with teachers. So when we go, I tell them, you don't force it. That's the first thing. You allow this child discover themselves.
So how would you do it?
What you need to do is ask open-ended questions.
So give an example, please.
An example is, why are you smiling?
Okay.
So you own your reason for smiling.
Yeah.
And then what's connecting you to this smile? So the child is able to write. So there's no wrong or right answer, because they are actually
telling you their own feelings.
So it's something they own. And remember, we also go back to leadership. Leadership is taking ownership. So they take ownership of their voice and everything.
So now, in a screen-driven world, how do you strike a balance now between technology and reflective practices like journaling?
That's why I would say, you know, like in schools, one of the things we tell the teachers to do is have what we call journaling break.
Okay.
So when the child has done a lot for the day, you just tell them it's our journaling break. So you just take 10 minutes. That 10 minutes, that 10 minutes is enough to change their world.
Wow.
So you don't force it, like I said. So in that 10 minutes, the child is able, you just ask an open-ended question. And sometimes it could even be what has happened around them. So you want to find what they think about that incident. So you ask an open-ended question and allow them, you need to step back and allow them, you know, lead with whatever is in their thoughts.
Okay.
Yes.
Nice, nice. Today's I'm learning. I'm learning. So we'll pause here and take a breather. We'll enjoy this musical Love One Tintin by CK.
My baby, my Valentine. Can I you make my temperature rise? If you leave me, I could die. I swear, you are like the oxygen I need to survive. I'll be honest. Your love ain't it totally me. I am so obsessed. I want to chop your kwabi ule. Yamani de bakamishi ule. Upona make I see ule. You're my love quantity. If you make a bad man